One of my favorite gifts to make for little kids, especially when they're gonna get a new sibling, is a baby doll sling. I wore my babies in slings and I loved it. And I just think it's so sweet to see little kids carrying their dolls in a sling. So the size of your fabric really depends on how old or how tall the child is that you're planning to give the sling to. And I've made this in so many different sizes. I also love that you can reuse fabrics to make these. I've used old skirts to make these, old baby blankets, and then just sometimes fabric I have lying around. This is an old baby blanket that we had, and so all I did was I cut it in half, and now I can make 2 slings from it. The really cool part when you're reusing fabrics like blankets is that the edges are already done for you for the most part. In this case, I am going to sew up the side where I cut it in half. Then you just take one of the short ends and fold it accordion style, back and forth, back and forth. And once you've done that, fold it down over onto the rest of the fabric, sew it across, and you've got this little gap at the top. And this is where your rings are going to go. I happened to find these binder rings at a garage sale, so I have a bunch of these. I don't even know what I would use them for other than this project. So these are binder rings you might find like at an office supply store, but seriously, ask on upcycle or look at garage sales, because these are the kinds of things people buy and then have around. So what I love about them is that you can take these out, you know, if the parent wants to wash the doll sling, which inevitably happens. So I grab 2 of these rings and I just stick them through the gap at the top of the sling. So there's one. Now I've got 2 rings up here, and then it just works like a regular baby sling would work. So you're gonna take the other end and you're gonna just thread it through the 2 rings for a little bit, bring it over on itself, just over one of the rings and through the other, over one ring and in through the other. So it creates sort of this look, and then the child can, and you can adjust it. It's not as easy to adjust as like an official, you know, ring sling. Put it over the child's head. So put it through one of their arms, over their head, onto their shoulders, and then they can wear their baby doll inside. Anyway, I love that this is just a super easy gift to make, and it's homemade and it's super sweet, especially if the child you're making it for loves dolls or stuffed animals, or they're getting a new baby sibling. It's really a fun, sweet, unique gift, and I highly recommend you give it a try. I usually make a bunch of these at once just to have on hand, which I find really useful for future gifts. Thank you so much for watching and for being here. Your actions can and will make a difference.